Ever wish you could take a customer's entire name and address and put it all together and copy it somewhere else with a single click instead of copying one field at a time, which gets monotonous really fast? Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. Today we're doing something a little different. This is going to be a flashback video. Every now and then I come across one of my older Tech Help videos and I think, you know what? There's a lot more I could do with that topic. So today, I'm going to start revisiting some of those older, more popular lessons. This video was originally released about 3 years ago, and it covers how to copy data to the clipboard in Microsoft Access. And since then, I've come across some additional techniques and ideas that I wanted to expand upon. In fact, this week's extended cut is all about writing directly to the Windows clipboard using the Windows API. More about that at the end of the video. And I know there are now tons of new subscribers and members who have joined since the original video was released, so this is a great opportunity for those of you who haven't seen some of my older material to discover these new lessons for the first time. So all right, for those of you who haven't seen the original lesson yet, this is how to copy data to the clipboard in Microsoft Access. Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm Richard Rost, your instructor. Today we're going to learn how to copy data to the clipboard and paste it back again in Microsoft Access. Today's question comes from Myling in Palo Alto, California, one of my Platinum members. Myling says, I spend a lot of time copying and pasting customer name and address information from my Access database to either a spreadsheet, an email, a Word document, or my label writer. Is there any way you can set it up so that with one click I can copy their entire name and address? Yes, of course, we can do this with a little bit of VBA code. Little bit of code. This is a developer video. Don't be scared, though. If you've never done any VBA programming before, don't worry, I got you covered. Go watch this video first. It's free. It's on my website. It's on my YouTube channel. It's about 20 minutes long. Teaches you everything you need to know to get started. And also, go watch my concatenation video. That's where you can put the values from two or more fields together into one string. That's how we can put the name and the address fields all together. So go watch those and come on back. Okay, so here I am in my Tech Help free template. This is a free database. You can download a copy off my website if you want to. And here in the customer form, let's say I want to make a button. Let's just do one field first. Let's say I just want to copy the first name field to the Windows clipboard. How do we do that? Well, let's go to Design View. I'm just going to copy one of these buttons here, copy, paste. And let's put it down here in the bottom. And let's call this guy copy first name, copy FN. All right, and we'll right click, go to properties, we'll make it called copy FN button BTN, right? Right click on it, go to build event. I know that was off your screen, sorry. Right click, build event. Okay, first thing you have to do if you want to use the clipboard functions is that you have to go to that control. You have to set the focus on that control. Yeah, there's another command called go to control, but I like this one. First name dot set focus. That says, hey, jump the cursor to the first name field. All right, and it should be highlighted, all the data in that field. Okay, now we're going to run a command that says copy, and it looks like this. Do command DoCmd dot run command space. There's a whole ton of commands in here you can run. The one you're looking for is ACCMD copy. That guy. And yes, there's also cut and paste. All right. So it's going to go to the first name field. It's going to run the copy command, and then the data should be in your clipboard. So let's come back out here. Close it, open it, click the button. Okay. And if you want to test it, I'll just click here in country and hit paste on my keyboard, Control V, paste, and there it is. Woohoo. Now you know how to use the clipboard. All right, what if you want to put a bunch of fields together and copy them all? I know exactly what you're talking about, Mailing. If you got an email you want to send and you want to say, hey, the customer's email address or the customer's address is blah, 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 then you don't want to sit here and have to copy this and copy that and copy. You want to put it all together and just hit go. I got the same exact thing in my database. What we need, though, is another field to assemble everything. So I'll just take one of these other fields, copy, paste. We'll slide it over here. Okay, and we'll just make some room for it here. All right, let's open this guy up. Now, I don't want country in there, so get rid of the control source. We don't want to have it bound to any field in our table, right? It's just an unbound box. And usually with unbound boxes, what I'll do is I'll make them gray or something like that. Just set them off a little bit. And let's give it a good name. What do you want to call it? Let's call it the copy block. All right, the copy block. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some string concatenation, and we're going to assemble the fields in this box the way we want to copy and paste them. You can do whatever you want. Let's copy this button, copy, paste. And this will be my copy, let's call it address, ADDR. All right, give it a good name. Always give it a good name. Copy, ADDR, BTN. Right click, build event. Now this time, first we have to assemble the Avengers. I mean assemble the fields. All right, little concatenation. Here we go. Copy block equals first name and a space and last name. Next line. Lines are going to be VB new line. That's a special character. It's actually 2 characters in Access, but VB new line says give me the next line. All right. And then a little line continuation character there. What's after that? Well, how about the address and VB new line, right? And then we got city and a space and state and a space, space and a zip code and VB new line and then country, if you got country on the bottom. There's your whole big address block, right? First name, last name, address, another line, city, state, zip, another line, country. Now that's all assembled in copy block. Now we can do this same stuff we did here. Just copy that, paste it up there, and instead of first name set focus, we're going to copy block set focus. Okay. Copy, hit debug, compile, always good to do once in a while. Come back over here, close this, open her back up, and copy it. There it is. Oh, I got Richard in my country, that's why. We'll get rid of that. I leave it blank for US. Hit it. Oh, there it goes. All right, now I'm just going to test it. Let's open up Notepad or whatever else you got to do. Where's my Notepad? There's that and there. Okay, and paste. There it is. It's that easy, folks. Just build the way you want. Now, you might not want to see this guy lingering around here. If that's the case, you can make it invisible, but you got to briefly make it visible while you do the copy operation. So, for example, you could take this and you could set its visible property to no. All right, and if that's the case, what I usually do is I make them really tiny like that. Well, in this case, it might flash very briefly, so don't make it. I'm not going to make it red. Usually, what I'll do for hidden fields, things that are hidden all the time, I like to make them red and then hide them because you only see them in design view. Then I'll like stick it like maybe over the top of that one, because again, you won't see it when the form's open, only in design view, and you will know it's there. But this guy might flash very briefly on the screen. So we're going to leave it there. But you could do something like this. You want to save space, right? Copy first name, copy address. We'll stick this next to it, and then you can slide this up like that. Okay. Now, if you just try to run this now, you're going to get an error. Look at that. Can't move control to can't move the focus to the control copy block. Why? Because it's not visible. So what we can do is, right before we set focus, we say copy block dot visible equals true. I can't type today. All right, and let's back this guy up. There. Indentation is important, people. Not for Access, but for us. All right, and then when we're all done copying it, we could do copy block dot visible equals false. Hide it again. And then maybe give a beep to indicate to the user that, hey, I just did my job. All right, save it. Come back out here. And now, whoopsie. Oh, you can't hide a controller. I forgot about that one too. You can't hide it if it's got the focus. So you got to put the focus back on the button, let's say. All right, so right here, we're going to say copy address button dot set focus. Forgot about that one. It's in my notes too, and I still forgot about it. All right, ready? Close it, open it, copy, boop, and it's done. See how it displays itself briefly? You could try turning. See, I don't like teaching people this one. This is a more advanced trick. All right, this is an advanced trick. Be careful with this. But what you can do also is you can say DoCmd.Echo false. What that does, Echo turns off the screen writes completely. So anything that Access does is just hidden. You don't see anything. Okay? But the problem is if you have any error messages or anything else pops up in your database, you won't see it because the screenwriting is off. All right. And don't forget to turn it back on down here. Okay. But if any of these commands generate an error, you're in trouble because you won't see it. Your application will look like it locked up. And I use this sparingly, but it's used for situations like this where you want to prevent some flashing on the screen. Ready? Let's try it. See, you didn't see anything flash. I don't know if the video recording software is picking that up or not. But now you can hit the button and it doesn't flash at all. Okay. That's pretty much it. Like I mentioned before, there is also a cut. There's also a paste operation. So if you're copying stuff from other places, let's say you want to like paste it into your notes field, right? Let's do a paste button. Okay, right click, build event, and we can go. Oh, we didn't forget to name our button. See, look at that, Command 34 click. Always give your buttons a good name. Trust me, you'll thank me later. I didn't used to name them. My buddy Alex talked me into it because I used to always just put like a comment up there, like this is the button for paste, but you better off just giving him a name. Paste button. Right? Takes 2 seconds. I'm still not in the habit of doing it, and it's been years. Okay, so we're in the paste button. Same thing. We're going to set focus where we want to go. Notes.setFocus. And then we're going to paste. Do command. .run command. This whole list, this run command list, this is a like backward compatibility with all the menu items that are in Access. You can find pretty much everything's in that list. ACCMD paste. All right, save it, close it, open it. Now, if you go somewhere else, like let's go back out to Notepad here. All right, and I think I still got, no, I don't have anything on the clipboard. Let me see. Yeah, that's still on the clipboard. I got the little Windows clipboard manager going. Okay, so this is in like my notepad. Let me copy this. Let's say I'm copying it out of an email or something, right? We can come in here and just hit paste. Boom, and it pastes it right in there. See that? Now, the set focus will normally overwrite what's in there. So if you want to append it to the end of that, all you got to do is put the cursor at the end of it. How do you do that? Well, you go into here. Right here, after you set focus to it, you say notes.cellStart equals the length of notes. Cell start means the start of the selection, and if you don't specify a length because you could do cell start and cell length, putting the cell start at a spot is where you want to start the selection. So basically, the length of notes is how long it is. So you're basically moving the cursor to the end. Okay? I covered these in a lot more detail in my other classes. This is like bonus material, folks. We're already done. We're finished. I'm just going over some other cool stuff. All right, save it. Let's throw in a debug compile. Come back out here. Now, this time, the paste button's going to append it on the end instead of overwriting what's in there. Ready? Click. Boom. Look at that. Right? And you can even check to see if this is null, and if so, you can put a new line in there, so you end up with that. You get all kinds of stuff you could do with this stuff. I could spend hours just doing cool stuff like this. Speaking of spending hours doing cool stuff like this, if you like this stuff, if you enjoy my videos, if you like hanging out with me and learning how to do some cool VBA stuff, I got dozens, maybe hundreds of hours of VBA and developer programming on my website. I just finished Developer 44. I didn't finish it. It's in progress. I just posted the first 2 lessons. That's all about customizing the ribbon, and we're going to get into customizing, right-click shortcut menus. Okay, I love this stuff. This is what I do. So this is like my passion. So I would probably do this stuff even if it wasn't what I did for a living. But if you want to learn with me, if you enjoy my style and you enjoy learning some Access with me, check them out. There's my link right there. I'll put a link down below in the description you can click on. But that is going to be your tech help video for today. I hope you learned something, my friends. Live long and prosper. I'll see you next time. So that's how you can copy data to the clipboard in Microsoft Access using Access's built-in tools. You can copy individual fields, build custom address blocks, and save yourself a lot of repetitive copy and paste work throughout the day. Now, for the members, we're going to take this concept a step further. I just released a brand new extended cut for this video. And in the extended cut, we skip the hidden text boxes completely and learn how to write directly to the Windows clipboard using the Windows API. I'll show you exactly how the code works, explain what's happening behind the scenes, and then we'll build a practical example that generates a customer order summary and copies it directly to the clipboard with a single click. And this is actually part of a new idea that I'm pretty excited about. I'm going to start revisiting some of my older, more popular tech help videos and creating brand new extended cuts for them. There's lots of topics where I had additional material that I wanted to cover, but I just simply didn't have the time in the original free lesson. So if you're already a member, go check out the extended cut. And if you're not a member yet and you'd like access to all of that material, the extra material today, and all of my old extended cuts, there's hundreds of them, folks. It's all available on my YouTube channel, on my website. Click that blue join button now. But that is going to be your tech help video for today, brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button right now and give me a like. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. And make sure you click that bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever I post a new video. If you're new to Microsoft Access, check out my Access Beginner Level 1 course. It's over 4 hours long and it covers all the basics like tables, queries, forms, and reports. It's a great place to start and it's also completely free. Members of my channel get extended cut videos, sample databases, access to my code vault, and full training classes every month. Click the join button for details. Thanks for watching. I'm Richard Rost with accesslearningzone.com. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time.